Welcome to the video, guys. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing, installing, and giving a quick review over some seat covers sent to us by Mabett. My first impression of these seat covers is they just look great. The seats looked fine. This is a newer truck, but this just adds another layer of protection, gives it a little bit more class in my opinion. Before we start the unboxing, I want to give a huge shout out to Mabett for sending these seat covers to us. They are today's video sponsor. I will be leaving a link to their product in the description below if you wanted to check that out. Inside of the box, you're going to have a set of instructions and all the hardware you need to do this installation. That set of instructions does have a lot of pictures on it. I would recommend skimming through that entire set, just so you'll be familiar whenever you start the process. When I was looking at the material they used to make these seat covers, they called it PU leather, which is just a synthetic blend. So of course it's not going to be real leather, but it still has that leather look. It's going to be water resistant and add a lot of protection to your car. To start this installation, the first thing we did was take out all of the headrests and started throwing on the covers. The headrest in the back just slipped straight on, very easy. The headrests in the front were a little bit harder, you sort of had to work them. The easiest part of this installation is throwing over the cover for the middle console. It has two straps, you make sure they're in place, and then it's good to go. In contrast, the hardest part of this installation is putting in the bottom part of the front seats. You're going to have some straps that you're going to have to push all the way through, and then use some of the hooks that they give you to attach. There's some clips on the sides that you need to clip into place. You also have the pry tool. Once you get everything in place, you're going to have to tuck in the seats under the plastic. Luckily, they do give you a full diagram with step-by-step pictures, so that's going to help a lot for the installation process. You can definitely see in this video, we look at the instructions a lot. That's one of the tabs that you're going to have pried under there. They worked on the hard stuff. I went back inside and matched up all of the headrest pieces to the correct headrest and put those on, which is as easy as it sounds. Once you have the cover over the headrest, you'll take the Velcro piece and just tuck it into the other side, and you'll have something that looks like this. When you're working with the front seats, this manual is going to be your best friend. There was a couple times where we didn't know exactly what to do, the pictures weren't helping that much, and we looked one or two pictures in the future, and that was showing us exactly what we needed to do. So sometimes if you're stuck, go ahead and read a few steps ahead, and maybe that's going to help. Once you get the straps where they need to be, you're going to go ahead and use the pry tool and tuck in the seat cover on the side, so it's going to have a nice edge fit. Once you get that tucked in, you'll be good to go and grab the top pieces for the front seats. When you're throwing these on, they do have a zipper on the side, so make sure you unzip that to make that easier to pull all the way down. At the top of both seats, you're going to see a small hole, and you're just going to push that piece of plastic all the way through so you could have a spot for the headrest. Popping these into place also lets you know that you have the seat cover in the right position and you're ready to go to the next step, which is going to be taking out the spindles that they give you in their hardware set. You're going to be taking those spindles, attaching them to the straps, pushing those through the seat. Then once you push those to the seat, turn those perpendicular so it catches and adds some tension. I'm calling these circle things spindles. I think they call them cards for some reason in their diagram, but once you have it around the middle, they're going to be ready to push through and secure. Once you have those pushed through, all you really have to do is zip up the side zipper and you should be good to go on the front. Since the hardest part of this install was the front seats and we pretty much had those in the books, we took some time off to play some Ultimate Frisbee and the weather was absolutely perfect. That's Cam there with an absolute dime of a throw-off. Once we got back from Frisbee, I was checking out the front seats, and I noticed they still had the tag on the side here for the side airbag, so that's still going to work with these seat covers. The front looks pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and move to the back, which is a whole lot easier. You can see there's going to be straps that go all the way across, side to side, and up and down. Once you get those into place, you're just going to tighten those. We recommend tighten these up about 90% and then lower the seat, line everything up, make sure everything's in the right spot before you fully tighten these down. One of the things I love about these seat covers is it's one big piece for the back seat for the top and one big piece for the back seat for the bottom. The way the Maverick is designed makes it pretty dang easy to install these seat covers in the back. It's just going to be one big piece and there's going to be one seat belt, but as long as the seat belt is over the seat covers, you're going to be good to go. And it's going to be pretty much the exact same thing that you just did for the bottom seat cover. You're going to have straps that go up and down and straps that go all the way across. The main difference is going to be the top piece has a bunch of holes where you're going to have to push in the plastic pieces for the headrest. Once you have everything lined up and where it should be, you just tighten down the straps in the back. Now, we did pull a little too hard on one of the straps and broke it, so don't pull too hard. When it's tight, it's tight. And of course, the last step would just be putting in the headrest for the front and back seats. Overall, the install took about an hour and a half with 2 guys working on it and reading the instructions. Now, take this with a grain of salt because I am going to be a little bit biased because they sent this to me for free, but I think they look absolutely great. They have a really good fit. You could probably trick a few people into thinking these are stock seats instead of seat covers. In the comments below, let me know what you think about these seat covers. If you made it this far in the video, smash that like button. It really does help get this content to more people. If you're a fan of the outdoors, trucks, guns, camping, consider subscribing to the channel. We have a lot of videos coming out. These seat covers also give you 2 nice big pockets on the back side of the front seats. Some of you were probably wondering for the back seat if you still had access to the cup holders, and you're going to have 2 zippers and a Velcro piece that you can pull, and then you still have that fully functional. I hope you guys found some value in this video. I'll drop the link to this product in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.